bunch of rings, and one ring to rule them all. He was defeated in a huge battle with all these elves and humans, but Bilbo found the ring a long time later, and he gave it to his nephew Frodo, but the wizard Gandalf said it was evil. So then the ring wraiths came and chased Frodo and the other hobbits out of the town, and then Aragorn came and was saving them, and the ring wraiths were like, "Give us the ring!" And Aragorn was like, "No!" And then the ring wraith stabbed Frodo in the chest, and he was like, "Ow!" And he cried like a wimp, and he made all these faces and stuff, and then they took him to the elf place where they met Bilbo, because he went off on vacation, and he was there, and they healed him, and they formed the Fellowship of the Ring with the elf and the dwarves and the humans, and it was Gimli and Legolas and them, and then they all set off on a journey. So then they all went through the mines of Moria, and Frodo got stabbed by a troll and cried like a wimp again. And then they were fighting against the Uruk-hai when they got out, and Boromir got shot with arrows in the heart and in the chest, and he was like, "Arg!" And then he died. But before that, he told like his whole life story. And then they all got split up during the battle, and Legolas and Aragorn and Gimli were all fighting. Merry and Pippin got kidnapped, and Frodo and Samwise still had the Ring of Power. But Frodo tried to go off on his own because he knew he had to get this Ring of Power and destroy it at Mount Doom. But Samwise wanted to come with them and almost drowned when he was trying to swim out to the boat. So then there were these two towers, not the twin towers, but Saruman's tower and Sauron's tower. And Gandalf fell down a pit when he was fighting the Balrog demon, and he died and came back to life as a white wizard, but nobody knew it. And Frodo and Sam were heading to Mount Doom to destroy the ring, but then Gollum tried to steal it. Gollum was obsessed with the ring and was always like, "My precious!" And then Gollum was leading them down to Mount Doom, and he really wanted to steal the ring. And Aragorn and Gimli and Legolas were in Rohan, and Gandalf came back, and they were like, "Whoa, man!" And then they tried to get King Theoden to help them. And Gimli was like, "I'm short." And Legolas was like, "I'm tall." And then the slimy guy Wormtongue had corrupted Theoden, but Gandalf fixed him with his magic powers. So now, King Theoden was back to normal, and he was all pissed off at Wormtongue. So they kicked him out for having black hair and being pale and evil. Then Merry and Pippin were still kidnapped, but escaped into a forest away from the orcs. And then this talking tree helped them, and they all went to Saruman's tower. And then the trees were like, they all knew martial arts, and they started throwing rocks and kicking people in the head, and it was crazy. And then in Rohan, Aragorn and them had to defend this big place called Helm's Deep from the orcs and the Uruk-hai, and they were all like, "Grrrr!" And the humans were like, "Oh crap!" But then the third day, Gandalf came with the cavalry, and they all ran down this big hill and started whooping orc butt. So Aragorn was actually heir to the throne of Gondor and the real king of men, but he had to get the Rohan people and the Gondor people to join forces. Merry and Pippin and the tree people had kicked Sauron's ass, and Frodo and Sam were on the way to Mount Doom still, and Frodo was real pale and scary looking. Gollum tried to make Frodo like him better, but then Sam was like, "That fat ass ate all our food." Then Frodo was like, "Go away, Sam, you're too fat." But the orcs got lots of people like humans with these elephant things, and then Aragorn found these ghosts and made them fight against the orcs. Then the king of the ring race was killing everyone and was like, "No man can kill me." Then Eowyn stabbed him in the face and was like, "I'm a woman, bitch!" Then Frodo realized Sam was good, and Gollum was a jerk, and they made it to Mount Doom. Gollum was obsessed with the ring and tried to steal it from Frodo, but Frodo got obsessed with it too. Then Frodo put it on the ring, and Gollum bit his finger off, and he was like, "Ow!" And then he stole the ring and was jumping around, and then he fell into the volcano and died. So then the ring was destroyed, and the second tower with the Eye of Sauron on top fell down, and the orcs ran away like little punks. So then Aragorn was crowned the king of the men. The hobbits all went back home to the Shire, and Bilbo and Frodo went off with the elves on their magic boat. Sam, Pippin, and Merry got no respect from the other hobbits, and they were just like, "Young rascals," and Gimli was still short. And then everyone was bored for the rest of their life. The end.